Hello everyone, today I am here in Springfield, Pennsylvania to visit their Chuck E. Cheese. Now as for exterior, they have a basic 2.0 refresh exterior. They do get the new paint job and the new sign. However, they do still have several of the diamond-shaped lights from opening day here. There's one over there and the three over there. And they also have that one down there, which is from before 2.0 as well. Now I'm out here at the main road. The CEC is set pretty far back, all the way down there. So they do have a road sign here at the intersection. Now that top part there was installed during 2.0. However, the pole is original, and you can see the green paint that is showing through from the old 90s sign that was on this pole at one point. So now let's go in and check out the Chuck E. Cheese. Alright guys, let's start this tour off right here in the showroom, taking a look at their Circles of Light stage. Now, this is my first time seeing the version 1 Circles of Light stage, which is right here. It has the big circle with the line down the middle. This was the first version of the Circles of Light stage. This is a pretty early one here. Now, when the store opened, the animatronic would have been right here in front of it. They had the 16 movement Gardner Holt animatronic right here on a stage in front of that, and then during 2.0 they removed that, of course. To the left of that, they have the video monitor. Overall, the stage looks like it's in pretty good condition. Most of the circles look like they're working, except that one right there, for some reason, is not. To go along with the Circles of Light stage, they have the 2019 model dance floor in the middle of the showroom right here, and it looks like it is in very good condition. It's moving around correctly, and I don't really see any dim or discolored pixels. Now, they did get the new carpet in the store. However, this was just a refresh. So they do still have their late Phase 4 benches and booths here. Over on the left-hand side of the showroom, they have the Party, High Five, and 5 Chucky Silhouettes pieces. They have all 3 of them right here in a row. Now, this store is made up of almost entirely new font posters, so you're going to see new font here as we go around the store. Also here on the right of the stage, they have an emergency exit only sign, once again new font, and then in front of the 5 Chucky Silhouettes piece, they have the Rockstar Ticket Blaster, both Rockstar back and top. And then over here to the right of that, they have the Trampoline Zone Superhero Playground. We'll take a look at the Superhero Playground later. However, the Trampoline Zone is the 5-pad one, since this is a pretty big store. They have more of the late Phase 4 booths along the back of their showroom, and then over here to the left of the showroom, they have all 5 of the character posters. It's actually a pretty rare sight to see character posters with the Circles of Light wall, but they do have that here at Springfield. And all 5, once again, are new font, and Jasper's does not have the misprint here. His is full new font. They have a fire riser room there with that sticker sign. They have a large 2.0 logo above that door, and then another emergency exit here. All right, now separating the showroom from the kiddie ride area, we have these booths, and then moving into the kiddie ride area, we have this boat ride called Pip Ahoy. Then they have Alien Patrol right here. Then they have the merry-go-round carriage and 2 horses. Then they have SpongeBob Order Up, and then on the other side of that, they have another SpongeBob game, Bikini Bottom Bowling. Always great to see that one. Then they have Octonauts, and they have the Cheapo ride. These graphics are gone. However, they did used to be Rockstar. I saw them in the tech room. They have Rockstar there, Rockstar Chucky, Avenger for the rest of the buttons, Rockstar there, and the flat Rockstar design in the back. Right here is a better look at their Trampoline Zone Superhero Playground. They do have the Chuck E. Cheese word mark up there. Then they have Chameleon Paradise. They have Skip Time. They have Hungry Chickens right there. They have Dinosaur Catcher on the other side of that. And then they have the Avengers Sketchbook. They do have a sticker right here with Rockstar Chuck pasted on Avengers body. And then they have Circus Toss right here with Rockstar Chuck, of course, as always. And then finally, they have the Cargo Express, I think this is. Not Mini Express, yeah, Cargo Express. And then that is it here for their kiddie ride area. Now, after the kiddie ride area separated by these booths, we move into the regular game room. So they have Red Hot to start us off. Oh, and Red Hot does have Avenger Chuck on it right there. Then they have Bop to Win on the other side of that. Then they have Transformers Human Alliance. They have Let's Go Jungle. They have Goalie All-Stars right here. And then to the right of the Superhero Playground, let's go down this wall. They have Dog Pounder. Then they have Hoop Troop, Astro Invasion, Dino Pop. They have Ghostbusters, NBA Game Time, Milk Jug Toss, Down the Clown, 2 NBA Hoops. Then they have 5 Alley Rollers with Marquee, 2-minute drill, ring toss, circus ball drop, Iceman, and they have a Big Win Super Spin here at the end. Along the front, they have an emergency exit with the new font sticker. They have booths all along the front wall here. And then coming down the middle of the arcade, they have Spinner Frenzy. Then they have the Shell game. They have Raceway. Then they have Power Drop, and Power Drop has Avenger Chuck up there, and it has Avenger Chuck on the Power Bonus hole. Then they have Treasure Quest. Then they have Ice Age, Terminator Salvation, Let's Go Island right here on the other side of that, Doodle Jump, and they have the Rockstar Fun photo booth. They have Harpoon Lagoon, Tightrope, Tower Crane, and Luigi's Mansion right here. They have Dizzy Chicken on the other side of Power Drop. And they have Crank It right here. Avengers Coin Pusher, Pigs Might Fly, Clutch Shoot, FGTV Out of Time, Rescue Hero, Air Slide, Tip and Blocks. They have Pop It for Gold with Avenger Chuck on the other side of Price is Right. And they have Big Bass Wheel Pro, and we will put a play on it to see if they have Avenger Chuck. Yes, they do. As you can see, he went right by there. There he is up there. On the other side of that, they have Monopoly Roll and Go. Then they have a SpongeBob Ticket Coaster right here. Superbikes 3. Booze all the way through here. They have a 2.0 logo there. They have the Where a Kid Can Be a Kid old font word mark up there. This is too old for the new font word marks like I saw in Canada. So they do still have old font word marks here. Batman, Nerf Arcade. Up there they have a 2.0 TV ring. This is the only one in the entire store. Then they have SpongeBob Pineapple Arcade, Maze Escape, and then that brings us back here to Spinner Frenzy. And that is what they have in their game room. It's a pretty nice one, honestly. All right, now resetting back here in the showroom, let's take a look at the left-hand side of the store. So I already showed you guys the 5 character pieces right here. After that, they have their restrooms hallway, our restroom sign. Then they have the new font restroom sign up there. There's a tech closet. They did recarpet it. And then in here, they do just have the new font 2.0 men's and women's. Coming out of the restrooms hallway, next we have the order pickup area. They have the arrow order pickup sign up there, and then they have the new font order pickup sign above their pickup window. Then they have the 100% whole milk mozzarella. That is new font, of course. Then they have the menu word mark piece, also in new font. They have Pasquale's Kitchen. They have the gray Thirst Station sign, but it is painted blue. And then they have the old Pepsi machines. And then they have the wood floors in this store. Now, this was just a refresh. However, this store would have opened with these wood floors. This was not put in during 2.0. Then they have Signature Dough after that. And then over here, they have their prize counter. They have the Light Up You1 sign, old font though. And then here's their prize counter. They have Large Bella. They have, it looks like all of the gumballs, very nicely stocked. Small Pasquale, small Bella. Very nice prize counter. They have Rockstar Chuck on the glass here. There and there, all 3 cases have Rockstar Chuck. Over there, they do have one old piece of signage. It is the old employees must wash hands before returning to work. They also have Our Veggies Are Hand Chopped Daily above the salad bar. This is not low volume, so they do still have a salad bar. And then up here, they have the Garden Fresh Salad light up sign from opening day. And over there, they have the Your Pizza Made Fresh light up sign from opening day. They have pizzeria and games above the menu boards. No new tiles, though, since this was just a refresh. And that is it for over here. All right, guys, now let's talk about the history of Chuck E. Cheese here in Springfield, PA. And I would be remiss if I came here and didn't talk about the original Chuck E. Cheese in Springfield, PA, which was here before this one. So let's talk about that first. That location originally was a celebration station, which was another family entertainment center with animatronics. That was open from 1984 until 1989, and then that closed. And then 1 year later, in December of 1990, Showbiz Pizza Time, Inc. took over the space and opened a Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza in the building with the 3rd ever road stage. Now, this was the prototype road stage, which had the road in the front and it had the lampposts on the sides. It was the 3rd one ever installed. Of course, Jonesboro, Georgia was the first and Topeka, Kansas was the second. And there were only a couple other prototypes installed after that. The prototype did not last very long, though. A couple years later, they converted it into the finalized road stage design with the wink and got rid of the road and the lamppost and all that kind of stuff. And that didn't last that long either, because a couple years later, by the mid-90s, they remodeled the store, getting rid of their 1988 SPT remodel, and they got the 90s remodel and replaced their road stage with the 2-stage. Because, of course, it was a celebration station before it was a CEC, the layout of the store was pretty unique in that they had a showroom that was 3 levels. They had the base level where the stage was, and then they had a balcony, and then they had a second balcony, like 2 layers of balcony. So because of that, the store actually had unique record posters where instead of the record being on the bottom and then the album art being on the top, they actually had full-size album art, and then they had a full-size record poster after that. So it alternated album art, record, album art, record. I'll put a photo of that on the screen, but that was really neat that they had that there. Custom made, only Springfield, PA had those posters because of the nature of their showroom. The store kept their 90s remodel all the way up until April of 2012 when the location closed. The location closed because the building was aging. There were talks of redeveloping the center and all that kind of stuff. So they shut the building down, then they knocked it down, and they rebuilt this location, you know, all new, you know, everything. They got a fresh start. It wasn't like a remodel where they had to work with the old layout. They were able to get a complete fresh start with this building. Of course, this building opened with a very late 2005 remodel, as is evident by the furniture, and then they got a very early Circles of Light stage with 16 movement animatronic, as you can see right here in front of me. The store stayed like it was at opening until the summer of 2024, when they got the 2.0 refresh, removing their animatronic and giving them the dance floor and the new art, of course. Other than the Superhero Playground in 2025, the store stayed pretty much the same since then. There's also the only Circles of Light stage in Pennsylvania, so the rest of the stores have normal 2.0, except for York, which has the old version of the 2.0 with the 2017 model dance floor and the 6 TVs. Other than that, everyone else doesn't have a Circles of Light stage, just have a normal video wall. All right, now out here as you leave, they have the Kid Check podium over here to the side. Over here, they have the Thanks for Visiting measuring tape. It's the, well, this one's the really new one, and then that one's the one that came after the yellow-red gradient. They have good behavior guidelines over here. They do have the lobby carpet, small 2.0 logo. They have the new font mission statement over here. And then they also have more of the measuring things, the really new one over there, you know, same 2. And then out here they do still have the red doors, and that is it. Alright guys, well that concludes my tour of the Springfield, PA Chuck E. Cheese. Overall, the location was pretty nice. It was great to see an old Circles of Light stage. They had a nice game selection. If you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.